Hello guys, how are we doing? Today's video is going to be a gameplay of me playing Hardpoint Bow Cage as a Master Rank, playing against Master Rank, and I managed to drop 54 kills and a mere 20 deaths, which means it's about a 2.5 KD, which I don't think is too shabby. The gameplay is a couple of weeks old. I think I got it at the early start of June, and the current SR I'm at on this gameplay is just under 2,600, I think it is. Some at the low end level of Master, but I mean, I've been flying the past couple of weeks, which is a nightmare considering that the SR resets in a couple of weeks, ready for the new season. But yeah, that's the gameplay in the background. Now, as you guys are going to be able to tell from the title and possibly the thumbnail, and talking of Season 4, we have been rumoured a new map coming to Vanguard. It's a comp map from World War II, and you guys, if you guys are in check with all the, the latest news about Vanguard, competitive, that sort of thing, you'll be fully aware of what map I'm referring to, and that is USS Texas. Now, I know so many of you, like me, are going to be gutted that I'm not announcing. I mean, to be fair, it's only a leak. I must say it is only a leak. I'll provide a link to the tweet down below so you guys can check it out and consider the validity and reliability of the source yourself. But it's in the game code. There's a playlist for it ready to go, like USS Texas 24/7 sort of thing. So I'd say it's pretty solid in there. And yeah, I am super gutted. I don't know if you guys played World War II. It wasn't the best map on it. Let's just put it there. It wasn't the best map on it. There were definitely better maps. I choked that kill hard, by the way. That would have been a nice little kill there, but hey, you can't win them all. Yeah, I was hoping for London. Where am I from? London Docks would have been a nice addition to the game, as well as Saint Marie du Mont, I think it was, or Saint Marie, however you guys want to say it. It was a French map, hence the attempt at a French accent. Yeah, those were two very good maps. Really fun to play on hardpoint for the both of them. Whereas I think USS Texas, I could be wrong. I wasn't so much into COD competitive back in the day when World War II was out. I don't know, I tried to run away there. I should have just kept pre-aiming. That's silly of me. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't into COD competitive so much when World War II was out. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure USS Texas was mainly S&D, if not only S&D. And in fairness, I do think we need a couple more S&D maps. We've only got 3, I think, as it stands. We've got Desert Siege, which a lot of fans aren't a fan of because, well, I call them fans, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of COD players aren't a fan of Desert Siege. It's a slow map. SMG players have a hard time because really you can't defend or watch over either bomb site with a sub, to be fair. It's very heavy AR dominated. You've got Bow Cage, which, considering it's a small map and Bow Cage on hardpoint is a SMG heaven, S&D on Bow Cage is, in my experience at least, very AR focused. Both bomb sites you can defend using an AR. Since they moved A from that little room, it's the SMGs have got a lot less to do on the map. You've also got Tuscan, which is actually a very balanced map. I'm happy about that. So, but hey, an addition of a new map can't be a bad thing. It adds a little bit of variety, albeit a little late in the game. I understand Sledgehammer want to keep the game a little bit fresh. So I think if the rumours are true, if the leaks are true, we'll get the map tested, and well, we won't. I won't, unfortunately. The pros will get the map tested to see whether it's worth considering to add into the rotation for ranked and the league. And then from there, we might get a new map added to the rotation. Exciting for me. I mean, I know it's not the best map. It's not London Docks and it's not Saint Marie du Mont, but it's a new map. I remember Standoff being introduced late into the Cold War season. Although, I mean, Standoff's a very good map. It was a good map in its own, on its own on Black Ops when it came out. Whereas, I don't know, USS Texas just wasn't. But hey, I'm positive about it. I think it's a good thing that we're getting new maps. I think it's the more maps, the better. By the end of Cold War's season, they had a very healthy map pool for competitive side of things. And I don't know whether I'm looking through rose-tinted glasses when I'm thinking of Cold War, but it was a bloody lot of fun competitively. You guys might be able to agree with me. You guys, I mean, interested to hear your thoughts on that. But yeah, so we could have a new map come in, which will be interesting. Oddly enough, at the beginning of the game's release, they did say, I mean, I read somewhere, I can't recall exactly where I heard it, but yeah, I heard somewhere that St. Marie and London Docks would be coming, but we're just yet to see that. It might be something that's even later in the game, maybe Season 5. We've got a couple of months yet until the new COD comes out, but it is a shame because the later they leave it, I mean, the league season finishes, I mean, it's not soon, but it is soon, you know, it's only a couple of months away, so any new maps are going to have a very little chance of getting in going forward, simply because they're not going to be able to be tested and fixed if there are any issues. So yeah, it is a shame, but hey, new maps is a good thing, although I would like it a little bit earlier, but yeah. So, next thing I want from you guys is for you guys to tell me your thoughts on this news. Are you happy about USS Texas being added? I enjoyed the map from what I can remember. I played a lot of World War II, as I said, but it wasn't competitively focused. I enjoyed the map. It was good, but obviously, as I say, it was purely from a casual standpoint. There was no competitiveness in me at that time. Obviously, I played to win, but it wasn't like, you know, I was using whatever class out there, you know, that sort of thing. By the way, a huge change I've made on this class setup for my MP40. I have changed the muzzle. It is no longer the rifle break, it is now the compensator. It's the chunky looking, the muzzle. It's a bit weird looking. It's a chunky muzzle. And I've got it on at the moment. It looks a bit different to the number 3 because, as I say, it is chunkier. It's a little bit girthier, let's say. But it just seems to shoot straight. I don't know whether it was just because I was feeling cracked this game. I mean, the game before this, it was a Tuscan S&D, and I won a round 11 1v4. And annoyingly, I mean, I did clip the 1v3 because it was only until at the end I realised I clipped it. I thought the game was over, so I stopped recording, to be honest. So I did clip the 1v3 when it was at a 3v1, but unfortunately I didn't get the foil. I was gutted. I've been recording for just, I don't know, slightly over a year now, and I still make the same mistake of simply just not recording everything. I mean, there's no harm in recording everything, other than the fact I get, you know, my storage fills up and I've got to clear it out, but I still make the rookie error of not recording everything and anything that I have on gameplays and such, but hey, that's what happens. But yeah, as I was saying, I won a 4v1, so I was on a heater, I was coming off the back of that, so this game I might have been shooting straight, but trust me, if you guys are getting bored of the MP40 and you know, you want to change, you want to see if you can try something out, try the compensator muzzle. It is a beam, I would recommend it. Yeah, again, I do want to apologise, first of all, halfway through the video, nearly the end, for my blocked up nose. You guys are aware, allergies doing my head in, absolutely nightmare. But yeah, talking of you guys, a huge, if you guys have made it to the end of this, well, to this point in the video, we're 9 minutes in, give or take, a few seconds and a few whiffed shots like that, proper windy shots. I wanted to just say a huge thank you to the guys of you who are supporting the channel. We're bringing on nearly 600 subs now. Certainly one of you guys who are subbing to the channel, super appreciate it. Those of you who are sharing the channel with your friends, it's awesome, love it. And even those of you who don't comment or like the channel, watching it, the interaction, I love it. It's perfect. I'm hoping to reach 750 subs by the time Modern Warfare 2 comes out, so it'd be nuts to reach that goal. I know it's a bit high. I know it might be a little bit too much to ask for, but hey, you've got to have aspirations. You've got to have hard targets to strive for. So that's fine. So yeah, if you made it this far, help me out. Help me get to 750 subs by the end of Modern Warfare 2. It would be much appreciated. Yeah. So that's the basic topics I wanted to cover in this video sorted. And I'll rather leave you in silence watching the gameplay. I'm just going to sit and overcome anything that's happening on the screen, just so you don't have to listen to the silence of the game. I mean, you might be annoyed at my voice, and if that's the case, feel free to mute, but yeah, I'm going to be nattering on further and further in this gameplay. So I actually did pull out an AR at this point. Yeah, trying to get a couple kills. It was for the last kill, in fact. It's because you know, I switched out and I've managed to just stay alive, thankfully. I feel it's so easy to stay alive when you've got an AR on this map, because you can just beam from nowhere and people don't expect those angles because they're used to playing with subs. Especially if you change out mid-game, because people really have to adapt their gameplay. So as you can see, I am completely frying. You know when you feel like your connection's feeling good, you're not getting packet burst, you're pretty locked in, you're not, you know, you're playing really well. It was just one of them games. Everything seems to be going right with me. I was putting enemies down quickly. I was winning my gunfights. Shots weren't amazing. I mean, looking at that there, I used far more bullets than I needed to. Yeah, I feel like this is just one of those games. And there it is, 54 and 22. I don't get the most hill time, but I still feel like I had a fair amount of impact on the map. So that's going to be me for this video. I hope you enjoyed, guys, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.